Okay, folks, so this is Acid Roots. I've got a Fetty Wap album review. Now, originally, I wanted to do this back when he was like hugely popular back in late 2015, but I just never got around to it. And the big thing was this was something I've tried to review at least two or three prior times. So finally, I'm going to do it. And the main reason why is just because it kind of is a jump. Some of the spacey production that he does is somewhat different from what I've heard. So he wins points for originality and more so the type person to really get there, if not first, then second. And I feel like really besides Future, T-Pain, and maybe a couple others, I would say that he is pretty much the one who does this one of the best. Now, definitely the style, the singing, even though some folks may have gotten to it sooner than him, he still is one of the ones who does it better. And in addition to that, it's not just a solo affair. He brings Monty, who is someone off of, he's one of his affiliates, and Monty is one of Fetty Wap's affiliates, and they're from the same group or clique, whatever you want to say. And unfortunately, the rest of them don't really show up, but I almost feel like this would be a good way to get Fetty Wap a little bit more station than he already is, as if he brings us somebody. I originally was going to review Monty's mixtape last year, but I just didn't do it. And I do feel like he should probably drop an album. Now, as far as how far it would go, I mean, it'd probably need a song like Trap Queen, but I don't think that it's beyond Fetty Wap to figure something like that out. But Monty is on here quite a few times, definitely more than five. He's on 679 and I think My Way, both of which are great songs. So each of the singles is a hit. Trap Queen is the intro song, first song you're going to hear, but I feel like my favorite out of the singles was actually Again, and that one he raps on. 679 is the song that I think has been played on the radio more, at least where I live, and then My Way is another one. That one is probably the rap song to go to more so than just, I'd say, a mesh of like pop trap, pop rap, something like that, but it's accessible to more people than just rap fans. That's one area where Fetty Wap wins, is the fact that he does that. But so me liking 9 songs out of 17 is a little bit more than half, but it still has work to do. I feel like we probably should have had more instrumentals in my case for songs like Couple Bands. That's one of the best beats on here. And I feel like No Days Off is another one, and so is Rock My Chain, which there's a lot of songs that have the stronger songs towards the end, but I've also found myself wanting another song like 679. We really could have, I mean, if he was going to bring out a group called the Remy Boyz, he probably should have put them on a few songs, but we did get 679 with Monty, so we're introduced to Monty, and but I still personally wanted something that would have introduced his clique also. Yeah, I guess there's really not too many problems as far as like commercial appeal. The social score is obviously going to be a lot higher, but uh yeah, I mean, it just, for me, it just didn't have the production that added up. Plus, his singing, it works in some cases, but it almost feels like an acquired taste. So I'm going to give this album a 6.5 out of 10 because, yeah, I'll tell you the 9 songs that I enjoyed. So they are Trap Queen, 679, Boomin', Again, No Days Off, Couple Bands, Rock My Chain, My Way, Jug, and I Wonder. I Wonder was the song I was on the fence about. And, these different types of styles, the reason why they work so well is because, Fetty Wap can sing. It is catchy. Like I said, it's an acquired taste, but once it kicks in, it's a lot better than you expect. I definitely would say that. And the whole style to it, for me, it feels more just singing. Well, I don't know. It just feels kind of sing-songy, and just the amount of perspective that there is to offer just seems like it isn't as much like that. I feel like I Wonder kind of did that, RGF Island, but mm, I don't know. I guess we're just yeah. There's just not too much to complain about. I mean, really, the thing about it is it's very. I'm just trying to look for the right word. It feels trite, but it's not in a bad way trite. That's really the only thing about it. So, uh, apart from that, the songs I would probably say to start off with, besides the four singles, which all charted extremely well, so that boosted up already. But I would go for songs like No Days Off, which just has like a real snaking feel to it. It's a complete thumper, and this it feels really warped. And I also feel that way about Couple Bands. That one just feels blurry and disillusioned. And I would also say that Jug is another nighttime song that has a catchy appeal to it. So a lot of these, you add in the four singles plus some of the songs I mentioned, so that's already 7 songs right there. And then, just some of the other ones to discover equals a great experience. So, but yeah, 6.5. Just trying to get it. I mean, you can tell the difference between songs like RGF Island and I'm Straight versus 679 and uh, Boomin'. I mean, there's just a difference to it. I don't want to sound shallow as in saying that it's only the production that makes the song, but it just feels as if some of the catchiness is not quite as there. But obviously, I know everyone has their own opinion, so liking 8, 9 songs that I've suggested in addition to what you may wind up liking probably boosts this album. So it's just a matter of opinion, but if you take what I say further, you may realize that it falls flat. So just don't be fooled, but also keep an open mind. So, but yeah, the social score I will give an 8.5. I mean, really, 4 songs that charted that high shouldn't take that much to really have you saying that this is a hit, but really it mostly is sing song rap. It's not so much like a Tech Nine album or a Yellow Wolf album. It's more similar to Future. So can this record be topped? It could, but if we would have just cut like 4 or 5 songs, this probably would be like a 9 out of 10 or so. So keep that in mind. And the future Fetty Wap is supposedly coming back soon. Subscribe for more fun.